What are you doing in my neighborhood, ugly ape? I'm going to exterminate you like the roach you are. Officer Bradley Holden screamed, his voice laced with venom, kicking at the asphalt near Jade Williams. Hold it right there. Jade, a decorated Navy SEAL, frowned. She'd ignored countless authoritative tones in combat zones, but this was different. She had crossed the street legally, carried nothing illegal, and done nothing wrong. Any problem, officer? She asked calmly. Holden, stepping from his patrol car, pointed at her. Documentation. Now. And don't play dumb about obstruction. Jade pulled out her ID. I just got back from the airport. Active duty Navy SEAL. Holden snatched her ID without looking. When Jade reached for it, he shoved her, then delivered a brutal kick to her thigh. Jade stumbled, more shocked than hurt. Stay still, be asterisk 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 H, he spat. You think you're tough, huh? Jade's blood boiled. Years of discipline warred with instinct. In less than a second, she spun, dodged his next grab, and applied a shoulder lock that brought him to his knees. She didn't strike him, just immobilized him. Who the hell do you think you are? Holden snarled. Leaning in, Jade whispered, I'm the person who has defended this country while you kick citizens on the street. A decorated SEAL. Time to call for backup, moron. Holden struggled. Just then, 3 new officers arrived, one pointing a weapon at Jade. She slowly raised her hands, leaving Holden on the ground. I'm a SEAL. It's all on the ID that piece of trash wouldn't look at. One new officer checked the ID, frowning. First Class Sergeant Williams? You kicked her, Holden? Holden scrambled up, furious. She attacked me. You're lying. A teenager in the crowd shouted, holding up his phone. I recorded everything. Murmurs rippled through the onlookers. A woman in business attire added, I saw it. That woman was just defending herself. That man abused his power. Holden ranted about respect and crime. Jade's eyes, cold as steel, met his. And you do know yours. Suddenly, a black SUV pulled up. 2 men in suits emerged. Sergeant Williams? One asked. She nodded. We'll need you to come with us. This isn't going to end here. What are you doing here? Holden growled as the 2 internal affairs agents approached. We are accompanying Sergeant Williams. Internal Affairs has already been notified. This incident is under federal investigation. Holden scoffed. Investigate what? A black woman attacked me. A decorated war veteran who just landed, the agent retorted. You're covered in cameras. And you have 19 reports for excessive force, all involving black or Latino victims. Holden took a step back, but persisted. You think you can just come here and protect these animals? Jade slowly turned her head, her calm gaze more painful than a punch. You said that. What you heard. You're all the same, arrogant, dirty, looking for trouble. Holden advanced. Your problem is you don't know your place. You're a disgrace. A BH who learned to shoot and now thinks she's better than everyone else. But no matter how many uniforms you wear, how many medals you hang, you'll always be in asterisk asterisk. A suffocating silence fell. The internal affairs agent stood motionless, knowing Jade's capabilities and her choice not to act. Are you finished? She asked, barely above a whisper. What? Going to break my neck now? Is that how they teach you in your ghetto? Jade took one step closer, her shadow falling over him. In my culture, I was taught an enemy can be defeated without firing a shot. But some enemies need a lesson. In your case, I'm holding back. That's a threat. Holden yelled at the federal agents. No, officer, the internal affairs agent noted on his tablet. That was patience. Yours is a federal case in the making. Holden spat near Jade's feet. You're worthless. You can play patriot, but you'll never be one of us. Jade tilted her head. You have no idea what I am. You only see skin. I've crossed combat zones without sleeping, carried wounded men with shrapnel flying, made life-or-death decisions in seconds. And you? You fill out morning reports, stop teenagers for walking weird, kick women to feel powerful? You're trash. Not for being white or a cop, for being a coward. An internal affairs vehicle pulled up. 2 men in suits emerged. Holden, brushing dust from his uniform, addressed them. You're here for this charade? All this theater for some crazy woman? We're here for you, Officer Holden, the agent in the blue tie stated. For your record, for the disproportionate use of force, the pattern of racial abuse. That's a witch hunt. Holden snapped. Jade crossed her arms. You didn't enforce the law. You ambushed me, insulted me, assaulted me. You didn't know who I was. You just saw my skin. You made me look like a clown. Holden roared. I'm the authority, not some circus soldier. I don't take orders from cowards. Jade cut him off. Holden's face twisted into a mask of forced calm. I see how it is. You played it well. The heroine, the victim. They'll applaud you on social media. But this doesn't end here. Not for me. He leaned toward Jade. Maybe not today, maybe not by me, but someone will remind you of your place. The world isn't ready for someone like you. It will spit you out. And I'll keep spitting back, Jade whispered, ice in her voice. The internal affairs men stepped between them. Officer Holden, accompany us. You're treating me like a criminal. I'm an officer with 27 years of service. And under federal investigation for systemic racism, unnecessary violence, and covering up disciplinary reports, the agent reminded him. Now, if you please. Holden looked at Jade one last time, with fear and broken pride. This is a war, he said, before entering the car. And you just chose the wrong side. 3 weeks later, the investigation concluded. Officer Holden has been separated from duty, but no criminal charges will be filed, a lawyer announced. He was allowed to resign before being fired. The case will be filed under internal misconduct. Jade's throat tightened with fury and disappointment. That's it. He abuses, and all he gets is a quiet pension. Later that night, Jade received a call from an unknown number. It was Holden. Did you enjoy your little victory? You ruined me. They spat on me because of you. You did it yourself. I was just there to watch you fall. You think you won, right? But I'm still here. And you're going to start looking over your shoulder every day. A chilling threat. Bad things don't always come from those you expect. Sometimes they're right at your doorstep, and they don't wear a uniform. Jade didn't hang up. Is that a direct threat? Call it an advance favor, because you took something of mine, and I plan to return it with interest. The call ended, but Jade remained still. She knew this was only the beginning. Holden wasn't just a rogue cop. He had powerful allies. What she faced now wasn't just injustice. It was a coordinated war. A week later, Jade was putting groceries into her SUV when a stocky white man charged toward her. No badge, just rage. You think you're invincible? Holden's like family. He swung a tactical flashlight at her face. Jade ducked, countered, and brought him to the ground. He pulled a knife, but she disarmed him. Then came the patrol car. 2 young white officers arrived and, without listening to Jade, drew their weapons. Hands up! Release the man. They saw a black woman with a knife on the ground and a white man moaning. That was enough. Jade was arrested, charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder. She spotted a supremacist tattoo on the man's arm. It was a setup. Sitting in the back of the patrol car, Jade realized they weren't trying to jail her. They were trying to erase her. But they had failed. She was still breathing. And when Jade breathes, she fights. Hours later, she was finally allowed one call. She dialed a secure number she hadn't used since her days in Kabul. It's me, she said. They set me up. They're working from inside. This isn't justice. It's war. Are you sure? Came the reply. Once you activate the channel, there's no going back. There never was, Jade answered. That night, an ally decrypted nearby surveillance. The man who attacked her was seen receiving the knife from a third figure. Proof. The footage was secured in court. The prosecutor painted her as a violent, dangerous threat. Jade interrupted. I'm First-Class Sergeant Jade Williams. This wasn't a crime. It was a trap. And if no one will uncover the truth, I will. The judge ordered house arrest while the case proceeded. That night, Jade activated Corvus, an off-grid network of veterans and ex-intelligence. At 3:12 a.m., her chip buzzed. A file arrived, naming Holden and others, police, prosecutors, even a surveillance officer, all tied to a covert racist fraternity embedded in Arizona's justice system. One insider wanted to talk. Jade met Officer Bryce Calderon at an abandoned train station. Nervous and sweating, he warned her, "This isn't about arresting you. It's about making you disappear. The jury's rigged. Evidence is gone. He handed her a USB. Don't thank me. Just fix this. 3 days later, an explosive, anonymous report went live, complete with audio, texts, bank records, and names. The story went viral. Holden vanished. Resignations followed. The FBI launched an official investigation. Jade's charges were dropped due to new evidence and procedural errors. She didn't cheer. She breathed. Later, a young man approached her quietly. "You're the CEO, right? You gave me hope." She gave a small nod. This wasn't just her battle anymore. It was a signal, a warning, and a promise that truth still has defenders, especially when justice forgets.